22 words. Another 150 words, and then I'll be done with this. Are we waiting to get started? I'm confused here.
Yeah, just a few more minutes. I'm just letting people come in.
Okay.
And I just want to
I
test
didn't want to
something.
just be talking on dead air.
Oh, no, I totally understand. No, I find nothing wrong with talking while we're waiting.
Toronto and Lunar Base yet again going to great lengths to make the playoffs.
Hmm. I'll do that later. Alright, let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the playoff race for season 44 of the Pro Baseball Experience. My name is Lumosity Fan, and I will be your host. And with me today is my co-host HBJ. How are you doing today?
Oh, here we are again, ex-teammates going over the last sim of the season before the playoffs.
Indeed, should be fun. I'm gonna lower you just a bit because I don't want them to last.
Yeah, no, I'm not using headphones or anything today. Didn't feel like digging those out of my closet.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I think you should be fine now. Alright, so we're gonna go over some milestones real quick. Since I can find my recent milestones, we have 1,000 hits for Stellan Paulo and Arthur Morgan, 300 home runs for Stubby McGuire, 600 runs for Whiskey Fuse, 600 RBIs for B. Fry and Lenny Longpipe, 550 walks for B. Fry, 350 walks for Joey Moose, 125 wins for Pax Torrent, 1750 strikeouts for Mio Hooper, 1250 innings pitched for Starscream and Xavier Crawford. And we have some possible milestones. Bob Everperson is one away from 1,250 hits. Houston Hayes is one away from 1,000 hits. Lenny Longpipe is one away from 150 home runs. Mr. Alligator is two away from 600 runs. Whiskey Fuse is three away from 600 RBIs. Cali Alvarez is 1 away from 350 walks. Jordan Gonzalez is 3 away from 500 stolen bases. Excuse me. Right in the dirt is 1 away from 125 wins. Quinton O'Quartos is 1 away from 100 wins, and Jack Toussaint is 4 away from 1,500 strikeouts. And so we are going to go to the game, and oh, right. What the heck? Okay. There we go. For some reason, OBS didn't show the screen, which is weird. So it's probably gonna crash. So let's just play and hope. Well. Oh, whoa! It didn't crash. Okay, awesome. It didn't crash for once. Wow. Okay, I will. Okay, this feels weird. So that's good. I'm gonna save. I am not tempting fate. It might be a situation where the first sim day is crash. I don't know, but I'm not taking any chances with this. So I'm not taking any chances with that. So we are going to
well.
yeah. Oh boy. Haha. In baseball news, the Braves just got Chris Sale. Oh boy, have fun with that. Uh, yeah, I will let.
If he's been hurt the last couple seasons, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be worth it.
Oh no, it's funny to see that. I just saw that. I was like, ooh, people should know.
I mean, Giolito just went to the Red Sox, so I guess that's worth giving up
Yeah,
Dale for.
yeah, I guess so. All right. So without further, apparently he does. I don't know how, but yeah, apparently he does. Uh, so let's go check the standings real quick. So as we see here, the Voyagers have almost clinched the division. They have clinched a playoff spot. So have the Surge, and the Pathfinders have won their division. And the Surge, as I mentioned, they've clinched a playoff spot. And the Providence Crabs are 3 ahead of the slots with a magic number of 4 to clinch. And in the champions, we have the Space Rangers who have not clinched the division, but they've clinched a playoff spot, and so have Detroit. They're 4 games apart. The Taurus have clinched a playoff spot, but have also not clinched a division, although they're at magic number 1. So you'd think at some point, barring a collapse, they'd probably clinch that soon enough. And then the Demons are 5 up, as I mentioned, they have clinched, and the Death Valley Scorpions are 2 ahead of the Serpents and 4 ahead of the Stars. So that's probably the closest matchup in the main majors to look out for. And then in the minors. And then in the minors, it's pretty clear cut. The only real interesting thing is the battle for the first bye between the Wheelers and the Armadillos. And the playoff race between the Ranas and the Bears. And the Hepcuts are barely in it. They're 5 back. With a magic number of 4 for the Bears. So we are going to quick sim games. Until we have a magic number of 1. So let's start out with the majors. And I'm going to go one by one. So let's start out with the Sloths beating the Vandals 8-7. 6 runs in the top of the 4th will get it done. For the hitting, we have 2 hits each for 10-minute version, Cold, Lanikai, and Fresca. 5 RBIs for Cold. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for King Jr. For the pitching, we have DePoyo getting the win, Sam Antonio the save, Jackson the loss, and Cold is your play of the game. There you go.
Jesus, as the Crabs are going to win this one 7-5. We have a couple hit multi days at the plate. We have Swanson Goose with a 2 at 3 RBI day for Out of Banks. Lots of 1s and 2s.
Yes.
Pitching is going to look like this. Walrus Jones their 12th loss, Choi their 9th win, Buendia the hold, and some scrub named DePotts in the save. Your player of the game is going to be Joe Shiesty Jr.
And the Voyagers have clinched the division. They win 12-3 over the Surge. As hitting wise, we have 2 hits each for Denstro and Kyle, 3 RBIs for Savage, 4 hits for Dion, 3 hits for Cove and Cove. Oh god. For the pitch, and we have Joe getting the loss. Pady V2 the win, and whatever that is, Cove is your play of the game. I know what it means. I refuse to say it.
Right to refuse to say names. I love it.
Oh Jesus.
I'm announcing that one. Give me a sec.
Yeah, take your time.
I gotta, I gotta tell the LR about that
Yeah,
one real quick.
yeah. Of course, no. That's a score. I mean, 10 runs. A 10-run inning is always a big deal.
Oh wow! I hit a slam.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my
Good
god!
job.
19-2 victory for the Pathfinders as they win game number 71. For Boise, a hit and 2 RBIs for the number 4 man. That's Cove. A 2 a day at the plate for McMagic. And for Toronto, pick somebody. Pick anybody. They all had a good game. Even the number 9 hitter had a RBI and a walk. For the pitching, it looks like this. Oh boy. Accept your welcome with their 17th win. Cruiser with their 8th loss. Your player of the game is going to be Joseph Pilsletzky. Wow.
Yeah, that's a way to start a stream. Uh, and now we're going to the champions, and the Demons beat the Stars 14-5, and kind of put a little more damper on the Stars' playoff hopes. For the hitting, we have 2 hits for Salamanca, Steiner, and Jones, 2 hits for Vita, and Dogwood, 4 RBIs for Dogwood as well, 3 hits for Ruiz. For the pitching, Cream gets the loss, Beta the win, and Vita is your play of the game.
Yeah, this is already getting off to a standing start
Oh boy.
as the Space Rangers score 6 in the last 2 innings to win this one, 7-5, including a 2-run single to help tie the game by Jeff Newman in the 9th.
Woo.
Indy stats look like this. Marcelo Hayes has a 3-hit 1 RBI game. Hirohara with a 2-hit 3 RBI day. Leonard Base 6 for 6 with 4 RBIs for Cali Alvarez. I think that's a first in this league. Down to the pitching.
Yeah.
If he's our player of the game. We have a loss and blown save for Azali, dropping 0-9. Marston their 10th win out of the bullpen. Alvarez is your player of the game. They tie the Champions regular season game record with 5, and they set the Champions regular season extra inning game record with 6. So Uzi, if you're out there, that's a 6-hit game for you. Great job.
Yeah, what a performance. And the Rugu will fall to the Scorpions, as the Scorpions score 7 in the 7th and 8th innings. It's quite a graph. For the hitting, we have 4 hits for Slammer, 3 hits for Kulik, Warren, Power, and Osman, 3 hits for Randberg, and 3 RBIs as well. For the pitching, Petrovic gets the win, Tentacion the loss and the blown save, and Kulik Warren is your play of the game. It's your turn.
As the Cancun Toros are going to lose an important one here, 4-2, as we look at Cancun. 2-hit day from Jingleheimer Schmidt, having another great season. 2 hits and an RBI for Wall. A 2-hit day from Knox and from Quinn. Pitching is going to look like this. Cookie is going to be your winning pitcher and player of the game. Wheeler drops to just 11-7. James the hold and Bouchard their 12th save.
Oh, I mean, I guess we could save anyway. We're gonna save, so it looks like we don't have any streamed games still, because the Crabs have a magic number of 3 and Scorpions magic number of 4. So we are gonna hold tight on that, as we're gonna head to the minors now. Excuse me.
I think the Bears are the closest one to a seed right now.
Yeah. As the Wheelers will win 10-4 over the Hepcats. As most of these games are basically for sitting at this point. 2 hits each for Dynasty, Lawrence, and Thompson. 2 hits for Panda, Ziegler, and 3 RBIs for Panda and Bear. 4 RBIs for Bear, 2 hits as well. For the pitching, Legacy Point gets the loss, Cove gets the win, Goozer the hold, and Smokey Bear is your player of the game.
This one's going to be for the Firehawks. They win this one 6-5. Oh boy. Archer with a 3-hit day. So does of slams. 2-hit 2 RBI day from Fernandez and a 2-hit day from Queen. A pitching line like this: Biglet the win, Lord the save, Hare the loss and the blown save, Goliath Squirrel no decision, player of the game.
And the Dillos will keep pace with the Wheelers, 13-5. They win over the Swifties. As 5 hits all 5 RBIs for Wolfington Jr., 3 hits for Bernard, and then 2 hits for a bunch of the Amarillo lineup. State College, 3 hits for Raru and 2 hits for Yupi, Nokram, and Joy. For the pitching, Leibooth gets the win, Belong With Me the loss, and Tedford Wolfington Jr. is your player of the game.
A 2-0 shutout of the top seed Pins. For Louisville, 3-hit days from Stevo and Denstro over on Chicago's side, 2 hits from Essence and from Kidd. Winning pitcher is next, Porkman the hold, Berger the save, and 43 the loss. Where the game is going to be next.
And finally here, we have the Bears beating the Ranas despite a last-ditch effort there to kind of almost close the book on the Ranas. It's not quite there yet, but at this point, it's almost done. So, 2 hits for De Jong, 2 hits for Argent, Leg, Torres, and Payne. For the pitching, Solo gets the loss, McIntosh the win, Budweiser the hold, Bear the save, and McIntosh is your player of the game. And I'm going to let my locker room know real quick. And this will mean, because the Bears and the Ranas play each other left, we will be watching that game next. So, mods, just so you know. Because there will be a chance. I mean, if the Bears win, they're in, so. Yeah. While the majors, no matter what happens, won't have anything. So, let's confirm that with the standings. Yep. Bears and Ranas, they have a magic number of 2. And sorry to the Hepcats who have been eliminated. I figure that was going to be obvious, but yeah. It's official. And since the Bears, as I mentioned, they play the Ranas, if the Bears win, the Bears win would knock off 1, and then the Ranas losing would knock off 1, and then Bears would clinch. So that is the next game we'll be watching. And so with that, I'm gonna save, and I hope that this is not like the first stream day crash. Okay, no, good. So yeah, 2 as I mentioned here. That's the Bears can clinch with a win. And then since the majors, there's no really way to stream any of these games in terms of clinching. We're just gonna have BNN on the whole time. There's no other games that would really matter for that. So let's manage game. So make sure to get your predictions in. So the prediction is, will the Bears win or Puerto Rico win? So it's a pick 'em. So give me guys like 30 more seconds, and we'll get started. Gotta make sure that BNN is on. Nope, BNN is off. We're gonna turn that on. Oh yeah, someone in the crowd was right. Montez is going to the Reds. That's interesting. $16 million? Are you kidding me? What are the Reds doing?
Yeah, he hasn't
What are
pitched.
the what are the Reds? Oh my goodness.
He didn't pitch the whole season, so there's that.
I don't mind paying for him. That I don't have an argument with. They need any pitching they can get, but 16 million really? Like, I didn't realize the salary floor was introduced in the major leagues. So,
Yeah,
I'm
no, there's major flaws with with
oh
what's going on there, but yeah,
that oh my
nothing you can really do or say about that.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure Reds know that management. So let's
Yeah,
begin.
this is why
Yep.
social media is a bit of a pain.
Yeah. Well. So do you have any
Uh,
preference
if you
in?
want to,
Oh yeah.
if you want to start, that's cool with me. I'm just
Cool. Then we can do 1, 2. I'll do 1, 2. You do 3 through 7, and then I'll do 8, 9. Is that fine with you?
do not mind that at all. I do
Cool.
not mind that at all. Go right ahead.
And then we'll just alternate. Great. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
great.
Go ahead.
All right. Ranas at Bears. Bears they win. They're in the playoffs. Ranas they win. They stay alive. As Stern leads it off against Dion Mitchell. As there's a ground out to the second baseman there for the first out. Cove will get a ground out to first for the second out. DeYoung will bat now, and he will get a fly out to center field, and that's the final out of the first. Top of the first, bottom of the first we go as the Bears come up the bat. As Leg will lead it off against Pee Wee Matthews. A swing and a miss for out number 1. As Streamer will bat, excuse me, as he will take strike 3 looking for out number 2. As Torres will bat now. As he will get a fly out to the right as there's a 1-2-3 inning for the Bears. Top of the second we go. As Thomas will lead it off, and he will get a fly ball to the catcher who will catch it for out number 1. Barry now will get a fly ball to third base, and that will be caught for out number 2. Berezowski will lead it bat now, and there's a ground ball to the third baseman that will be thrown out for out number 3. So no score there as we head to the bottom of the second. As Argent will lead it off. As that will be a base hit past the diving first baseman and then to right for a single. So runner at first with no out for McRoids and stuff. As there's a base hit up the middle. There will be a runner around second to third as there's runners at the corners with no out now for Guile. A swing and a miss for out number 1. As Patterson will get a fly ball to left that should be deep enough to score out there, and that will be a run scoring sac fly for Patterson as the Bears lead it 1-0. McFish will bat now, as that will be a base hit past the diving shortstop and enter left. Runner stays at second for Payne, as Payne will swing and a miss for out number 3. But the Bears get on the board first. It's 1-0 Bears, top of the third. Here's HBJ.
Okay, good. I just finished doing all my locker room milestones. Steel Stern with a grounder up the middle, and that's going to be the first out. Tex Justice Jr. is going to ground to the first baseman for the second out. Wesley Quinn now. With a harmless pop-up to the third baseman to end the top half of the third, we head to the bottom half, and it will be Rhino Leg hitting 300 on the season. And here's the pitch. And Leg is going to ground harmlessly to second for the first out. Houndstreamer now hitting 300 as well is going to pop up to the shortstop for the second out. Torres now. And there's a grounder to second. 3 up, 3 down inning as we head to the fourth. 1-0 Brew City. As it looks like there's a no-hitter going on right now. And there's a fly to left for the first out by Stern. Cove now looking to break it up. And there goes the perfect game as Mitchell walks Cove. And then there goes the no-hitter on the next batter as DeYoung is going to single to right and move Cove to third. Runners at the corners now for Big Hurt Thomas. That's Dynamic. And Dynamic's going to have a potential sac fly opportunity as the throw to the plate. Nope, double play. A 7-2 double play as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Bruce City. Thomas Sargent now with a slow grounder to third, and that's going to be taken care of by Steele Stern. McRoids and stuff is going to hit one to deep right center, and that one's gone. Didn't even move. As that is home run number 23 for the rookie. They're hitting 325 on the season. Just an incredible 400-plus foot blast to right center. Makes it 2-0. Guile now is going to ground out short for the second out. Niall Patterson, the DH, is going to single to center field. A.I. McFish now hits one to deep left. That's going to fall into the left fielder's mitt. Cove makes the play. As we head to the fifth inning, it is 2-0 Bruce City. Puerto Rico needs to string some stuff together here. Griffin Berry is going to ground right to the second baseman for the first out. Brzezowski. Strike three swinging. As Mitchell giving up the walk and the hit last inning did not hurt him at all. Steele Stern. Stern to right and caught. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, it is 2-0 Bruce City. As my voice slowly dies. Xavier Payne now the shortstop. Strikes out. Matthews has 5 on the day. And Rhino Leg coming back up to the plate, hitting .299. Is going to go down as strikeout victim number 6 for Pee Wee Matthews. Pound Streamer up now, looking to start a rally, is 0 for 2. And they ground harmlessly to first. Quick ball game here so far as we head to the 6th. 8, 9, and 1. Justice Jr. now, hitting .203. Bunts and misses, and it's a ball. And they're going to double into the corner, it looks like, as that's pegged back into the second baseman, as Justice is going to have a double. Runner in scoring position once again for the Ranas. As there's a fly to right center, and that's going to be out number 1, as that's a diving catch out there. As Isles Stern is going to single home, that's just Jr., and make it a 2-1 game. That's RBI number 61. Cove hits one to center, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. And they're off to the races. Here comes Stiles Stern, and that's going to be a RBI double, as that's a 2-run inning, and we are tied. Quentin DeYoung is going to strike out looking, as we are deadlocked at 2 here in the top of the 6th. Go ahead, run on base. Smokey Schlitz is going to induce a ground out to the lumbering Big Hurt Thomas, the catcher. However, we have a tie ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Joseph Torres in now facing Rafael Rockefeller, who gives up a fly to center. That's deep, but that's caught by Stern in center field. Argent now with a grounder to the first baseman, Justice Jr., and McRoids and stuff has a home run already, as there's a fly to right, and that one's caught by the right fielder in deep right field. Brzezowski's got it. We head to the 7th inning, as it's going to be Barry leading off. And Barry now is going to strike out. Strikeout number 1 for Schlitz, as this is nervous time for that Rana's manager. They want to keep it very close here, as there's a grounder to first by Brzezowski for the second out. Stern now. Stern grounds it up the middle, and they're going to be thrown out. We head to the stretch. Guile, Patterson, and McFish will be on the mound. In the batter's box, excuse me. 0 for 2 Guile is going to fly out to center on the second pitch of the bat. Patterson now on a 1-0 count going to fly to left, and that is the second out. McFish now, 1 for 2, is going to fly to right center, and the center fielder Stern is there. Rockefeller with a clean 2-inning effort so far as we head to the 8th with Lumo to take us the rest of the way.
Alright, so top of the 8th we go, and there's a strikeout swinging by Justice Jr. for out number 1. Quinn now will get a ground ball out to the second baseman for out number 2. Stern now against Freddie Fordham will get a ground ball to third. That'll be thrown to first for the third out, and that's a scoreless top of the 8th. As we head to the bottom of the 8th now. Still tied at 2. Payne will lead it off on a full count, and he will strike out looking for out number 1. As Leg will bat now. As that will be a fly ball out to the third baseman there for the second out. Streamer now will get... Oh, no! The third baseman tried to get it and he couldn't. So that's an infield hit for Torres now. As Ranto Mune enters the ballgame now for the Ranas, as there's a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 3, as that's a scoreless bottom in the 8th. Top of the 9th we go in Milwaukee. As Cove will lead it off. As that will be a fly ball to center field, and that is out of here. Solo home run as the Ranas take the lead. As the home fans are not happy about that. As DeYoung will lead it up, will bat now with a full count, and he will get a ground ball. Nope, the third baseman boots it. Third baseman not having the greatest day today. Thomas will bat now. As he will bunt. That's a wild throw, and it overthrows it, and the runner goes to second and third. That's all weird play on one. As Barry will bat. As he will face Winnie the Pabst. As that will be a fly ball out. They will test his arm, and he safe. As the runners score one more, it is 4-2. As Berezowski will get a ground ball to short, throw to first for the second out. Stern will get a base hit all the way to the wall. Those 1-run scores, and that's an RBI double for Stern, as it is 5-2 now. As Justice Jr. will lead it off, as that will be a ground ball to second. But the Ranas take the lead. 3 runs on the top of the 9th. See if the Bears can answer back. They need 3 to tie, 4 to win. As Argent will lead it off. As that will be a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 1. McRoyd and stuff will bat now. And that will be a base hit past the shortstop and into left. As that will be a single. So runner at first with 1 out for Guile. As Guile will swing and a miss for out number 2. Last chance for the Bears to try to clinch, and there will be a fly ball to left, and the Ranos will win this ball game 5-2. As Bruce City will have to wait another day to try to clinch their playoff spot. And so we have here quickly 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Cove, 3 hits for McRoyd and stuff. And then Mune will get the win, Fordham the loss, and Cove is your player of the game. And
What did I miss?
oh, you missed the Ranos winning. Let's see. Here we
I
go.
was paying attention to that. I showed the silence, and I'm like,
oh no.
And I went, oh, right.
Yes.
I went, oh, no.
Yeah.
That's dead air.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant by that. I was like, you're still around, yeah? And hi, Dynamic.
No, I'm paying attention, but I'm doing what you're doing. I'm keeping the LR informed.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm just doing that. And so we're gonna go through some box scores now.
After the home run, I'm just like, well, let him commentate the rest of the time. He's happy.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
As Anchorage is going to win this one on a walk-off by Enoch. And Enoch's happy to hear that because he's in the chat. He hit it off Dag, so I don't think Dag's happy, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah, wow.
3 hits and an RBI for Dynasty, 2 hits and an RBI from McDowell. Three 2-hit games from Ziegler, Otaj, and Gianluis. Okay, Ziegler drops to 5-9, another blown save, and the winning pitcher is going to be Buckley. Dynasty is the player of the game.
As the Lemurs win 7-3 now. As hitting, we have 2 hits each for Stevo and Allen, 3 RBIs for Alaskan Bullworm. As we have just 2 hits, 3 RBIs for 2 hits for Kidd, 3 hits for Dawson. Yes. For the pitching, Globenspiel gets the win, Krat gets the hold, Pecor gets the loss, Phantom the blown save, and Globenspiel is your play of the game.
As the Ranas are going, as the Mingos are going to win this one and improve to 60-44, they 13-7 win. For California, it's going to look like this. We have a 1 hit, 2 RBI, and 2 walk day for Zen, shortstop. For the Ranas, a 3 hit, 3 RBI day for Riston. Pitching is going to look like this. It looks like there was some rough outings. Otter is going to get the win. Nitro drops to 1-14. Player of the game is going to be Leon Risden. Yikes.
And finally, we have the Dillos beating the Swifties 8-4. As batting, we have 3 hits, 5 RBIs for Murphy, 3 hits for Shrew as well, 3 hits for Wellerman, 2 hits for Andrews Jr. For the pitcher, we have Aljut getting the win, Tavernow the loss, and Troy Murphy is your player of the game. Oh god, I just saw the name of the stadium. What does that even mean? Count Lord Jardos. Do you have an idea what that is meant? What that's supposed to mean?
AJ.
Oh, okay. Do you know like what
AJ.
reference is that by any chance or?
I think that has something to do with an anime. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. That would explain a lot then. Not in a bad way, just like you know.
No.
No.
If you saw what the Firehawks Stadium was named,
I know,
you would
but
be.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, no. He thinks he's hilarious. I know.
And now we're gonna go to majors now as the slot. Oh, wait, I did that, so then you do that. Yeah, right.
Okay, taking my spot. As a 4-3 win here for the Slots is going to move them up in the wild card race a little bit. A 3 hit, 3 RBI day from 10-minute version. Over on Vancouver's side, a 2 RBI day from King Jr. and a 2 hit day from IPO3. Your pitching is going to look like this. Wynn's going to take the loss. Rodriguez the blown save. Comero the win, and Shepard the save. Player of the game is going to be all too well 10-minute version.
As the Crabs will stay on pace with the Sloths as they beat the Aviators 5-3. This is going to be one of the slowest moving playoff clinches ever. 2 hits for Goose and Alligator, 2 hits for Cove, 2 hits for Brooks, Kim, and Donuts. As pitching, we have DeSoto getting the win, Potson the save, out of this loss, Toadstool the blown save, and Flamethrower Meta is your player of the game.
Rabbit, thank you.
Yeah.
As that's huge if you're a Pathfinders fan. As the Surge are going to win this one 12-7. As Cookie Monster with a 4-for-4 game with 3 RBIs at the plate. 3 RBIs from Joey Moose and 2 hits from Rye and Cove. They have 3 Coves on their team. That's enough,
Yeah.
Ebok. That's enough. Pitching is going to look like this as they have 2 players approaching 100 stolen bases. It's got to be a record. As Hooper with the win, Gosman the loss, Cookie Monster is your player of the game. I mean, the stolen base record is 112, but still.
Yes. That's insane, yeah.
Thanks to a Neek.
And the Pathfinders win 8-3, as they have the top record basically sealed up. It would take a miracle for the Voyagers to get that now. As hitting, we have 3 hits, 3 RBIs for McMagic, 3 hits for Pozutsky, 2 hits for Brinkley Jr. Good job, you did something. Sorry. How good?
I mean,
Oh, you're having a decent season, I guess.
13 homers and 72. I mean, this is my second best season I've had in my career. My best one was
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, McMagic finished a single shy of the cycle. They walked in
Oh
their only other at bat.
no! Wow, that's like the only thing that the Boise lineup had, more or less. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, literally 3 RBIs. Literally, McMagic did it all. Well, yeah. Lewis and Cato both get 2 hits each. As we're gonna head to the pitching now. Cove gets the loss. Thrasherson does well. Maro gets the win. McMagic is your play of the game. Ooh.
Detroit is going to lose this one 5-1. That affects their seeding. For Nashville, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from 43 and a quarter, and 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Valor Jr. On Detroit's side, 2 hits from Granholm. A quarter is their 7th loss. Ajuaje the win. And your player of the game is going to be Cesar Ajuaje.
As the Space Rangers will win 1-0. 1 run in the bottom of the first. You love those kind of games. Alright, hitting. Just 5 hits for Indianapolis. Just 3 hits for Luna Vase. No one got multiple hits. Oh, God. The only run... Let's see, how did the only... Okay, so the RBI is just like normal. I'm guessing like a single, yeah, I'm guessing like a single and a stolen base and then a hit or something.
Yeah, Morgan walked, stole second. Alvarez probably grounded him to third, and then Dog Eminem probably hit a ground ball and got him in.
Yeah, that's hilarious to know that that's the only run in the game.
Station to station, baseball,
Yep.
it's still alive.
Simicallis Jr. gets the complete game loss. They did a good job despite the loss. Hippocrates gets the win, Benjamin the save, and Hippocrates is your player of the game.
Gotta call him by his real nickname, Mr. Tamperable. As a 3-1 win from DVS over NOLA. 2 hits, an RBI, and a walk from Ostman. Over on NOLA, we have 2 hits from Beauchamp Reyes, Faker, and from Windsor. Bay 0-12, Keep a Secret 8-12, Clifton the hold, Jones the save. Your player of the game is going to be Keep a Secret.
As the Toros win in extras 4-2, as it's almost over for the Sea Serpents at this point. As we have 3 hits for Sims, 3 hits for Jacob, 2 hits for Knox, Miss, and Quinn. For the pitching, Negs gets the win, Yates the save, Bright the loss, and Shohei Ohtani is your player of the game. And with that, we're going to save and
Captain
check.
Usby.
Yes, we're going to check the standings real quick, and looks like we have magic numbers of 2. So what I am going to do is quick sim the Slots and Sea Serpents games first to see if we need to stream either the Crabs or the Scorpions. Because I do want to do a Majors game if the situation is applicable. Nothing against the Miners, just we already saw a Miners game. So, and with that, we are going to go forward. Just make sure. Save again. You can never save too much times. Yeah.
It's funny to think about that there's only 130 home run season going on right now, unless I'm looking at
Oh,
not
yeah.
looking at
Wow.
both leagues.
So first we're going to quick play the Slots game, because if the Slots lose, then the Crabs are under consideration for being streamed. So let's take a look. And the Slots win, so...
with you.
Hmm?
That's why I was going to be brutal with you.
Oh, okay. So the Slots win, so no Legends games will be streamed. So 4 hits for Lanakai, 2 hits for Always and Fresca. A bunch of single hits for Vancouver. As the pitching, Quest gets the win, Lothbuck the loss, and Johnny Quest is your player of the game. And now...
You said we were going to do the Crabs one.
Well, no, only if the Slots had lost. because now they're still at a magic number of 2. So what would happen is the slots lose, that would be 1, and then we would watch the Crabs. Well, we could watch the Crabs game to see if they clinch. But since the slots won,
And then there's the Scorpions game as well.
yeah. So I'm gonna do this.
Because they're
Yeah, I'm gonna quick sim the Sea Serpents games first. The reason I do that is because I like to see teams that win in the stream game more than teams that have to lose. It's more fun that way. So what's the Sea Serpents? So if the Taurs win,
it's a Cancun matchup, so that
yeah,
might hurt a little bit.
yeah, and yep, the Taurs win. So we will be streaming the Scorpions game next to see if they can clinch. Which, I mean, anything can happen in baseball. So I'll let you take this one.
5-1 win keeps Cancun in full control of their destiny. A 2-hit, 2-walk game for Lauren Jackson, as well as 2 hits from Wallen Sims. On Seattle side, just 2 total hits and a run scored. Gird the loss, Sampson their 13th win. Player of the game is going to be Ike Sampson.
And so with that, the magic number is now 1. So mods, the next game will be Death Valley at New Orleans. And I will have been an off because we still have the Rhinos and Bears game after this one. So that will be the next 2 games that we'll be watching is Scorpions Rougarou and then Rhinos Bears again. So whenever we can get a prediction going, I'm gonna turn BNN off. Yes. Cool. It seems like a foregone conclusion, but anything can happen in baseball, so we still have to play the games out.
I mean, Nola might have one of the greatest single season improvements in a long time.
Yeah, they've have what 30 wins. That's something that I actually thought they could do. So
Yeah,
I mean,
30
we'll
wins.
yeah, that's pretty impressive. Like they're no
Well,
longer the
let
team
me
that you'll be
see.
embarrassed about losing. Well, you might still be embarrassed, but you know. sorry.
Well,
Rougarou
this is
fans.
their highest win total since 2056 when they went 58 and 50.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And they only have the only person left, I think, from that team is Tulowitzki. He's the last one standing.
Yeah. So with
Yeah,
that,
he came up in 55. He's been there for every struggling season, and this is probably his best season just overall.
yeah. All right, give you guys like 20 more seconds to get your predictions in, and then we'll get started.
Oh, look, it's Bazooka Joe. Somebody tell him that the Dillos are winning. Alright. I guess I open, you do the middle, and then I close.
Yep. So let's get started.
Some weird magic always seems to happen every time I do these DBS games, too,
Yeah.
so we'll see. Break Slammer against Furrin Lycan. Fenrir Lycan. Full count pitch. Ball 4. Walk number 78 for Lycan. As Kulik Warren hitting a cool 200 is going to walk. And here comes Ray Card, who last time I streamed had a 2-homer game. Is going to single
Whoa.
left. The bases are
Oh
not
no.
going to be loaded, but they should. Oh, the
Wow.
catcher, just in case, misses the ball. And that's going to be a RBI single, I guess.
Oh boy.
Max Power now, and that's drilled to left field. Good. Yeah, gone. Goodbye. Max Power, home run number 29, RBIs number 74, 75, and 76. And we're already less than 4 batters into the game, and it's 4-0. Rusty Salmon Arms now. Flies to center. And that's on number 1. Kuma now hitting 269. Fly to center. Back near the wall. And that's caught by the center fielder Steelflex. Ostman in here now. And base it to center field. Gladdy Barrero hitting just 248 with a singular home run, as that ball is blocked by the catcher Case. And there's a lazy fly to center. As we head to the bottom of the first, it is 4-0 DVS, thanks to a 3-run homer by Max Power and an RBI double by Rake Hard. Johnny Tsunami II, base it to right field by Manuel Bang. And here comes Danny Brennan. Brennan is going to hit into a 4-6-3 double play on the very next pitch. And here's Jeff Windsor, who's going to go down looking. So the single to right field is erased by the double play by Brennan, and then a strikeout by Jeff Windsor. Number 9 man Daniel King is going to come in to hit now, hitting 212, the rookie. He's going to fly to right for the first out. And here comes Slammer, who walked to lead off the game. And they're going to line to right where there's Reyes. And here's Kulik Warren, who walked as well. Back to the mound. 3 up, 3 down inning. A shutdown inning from Lycan. Who needed that after that first inning? As here comes Faker, hitting a respectable 276 this season. Is going to drop one in front of the left fielder, Kulik Warren, for a base hit. Another runner on to start the inning. As cold hitting Justin Case is going to unfortunately hit into the same result. A double play to get 2 outs, and then Reyes is going to go down looking just like Jeff Windsor did in the first. We head to the third inning. It is 4-0 DVS. Lumo, take it away.
All right. Hard will get a base hit all the way to the wall. That will be a leadoff double. So runner at second already for the Scorpions, as Powell will bat now. As he will get a ground ball to shortstop, and that'll be thrown to first for the first out. Salmon Arms will swing and a miss, and he'll get a strikeout completed for the second out. Swing and a miss for out number 3 for Kuma, as the Rugu are able to overcome that bit of a jam. We head to the bottom of the third, with Randberg leading it off with a full count, as that will be a base hit up the middle. That's a solid base hit, as the runner stays at first for Tulowitzki. A full count, take a walk. Runner at first and second with no out for Steelflex, as they try to get back some of that lead, and they will not hear, and that's an out at third, but the runner at first is safe, so 1 out for Bang. He will take a walk, bases loaded, 1 out for Brennan. As Brennan is a wild pitch, and the runner will score. So the Ruger will get 1 back. It is 4-1 Scorpions. As Windsor will... No, Brennan's still up the bat now. As that will be a base hit in front of the center fielder. As 2 runs will score, and all of a sudden that's a 1-run ball game. As Windsor will bat, as that will be a fly out to the right fielder. Nice play for the second out. Faker will take a walk. Runner at first and second with 2 out for Case now, as Case will get a fly ball to center. That will be caught, but what an effort to get closer in this ball game. It is 4-3 Scorpions now, as we head to the top of the fourth. Osman will lead it off, as that will be a base hit past the diving third baseman and into left for a single for Verrero now. As that will be a nice sliding grab by the center fielder there to save a hit. King, and he gets picked off by the pitcher, as that will be a swing and a miss for out number 3, and that's a scoreless top of the fourth, as Bisham Reyes will lead it off for the Ruguru, as that will be a fly ball to right. That will be caught for out number 1. Randberg now will swing and a miss for out number 2 to Lewitsky. Will get a fly ball to right. That's caught at the wall. at the warning track for out number 3. And that's a scoreless bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th we go as Slammer will lead it off. As Slammer will get a ground ball out to the second baseman for out number 1. Kulik 1 will get a fly ball to left. That will be caught for out number 2. Hard will get a fly ball to the first baseman. First baseman, yeah. That's a very high fly ball. And that's a scoreless top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th we go for Steelflex, who leads it off. Swing and a miss for out number 1. Good screwball there. As Bang will swing and a miss for out number 2 with a changeup. Brennan now. As that will be a ground ball to first. As that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 6th we go. As Powell will lead it off. As that will be a base hit over the 3rd baseman's head and then to left for a single. The runner at first with no out for Salmon Arms. Full count now, and that will be a fly ball out. Nice grab by the left fielder there, and Kuma will take a walk. So Osman now will get a fly ball to the shortstop, who will catch it for out number 2. Barrero now. As that will be a ground ball to shortstop to second, and that will save a bunch of runs there probably for the Rougarou. Bottom of the 6th we go now. As it is still a tight one here. Windsor will get a ground ball out to the second baseman there for out number 1. Faker will get a ground ball to short. Out number 2. Case now will get a base hit past the shortstop and into left for a single. As Beecham Reyes will get a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 3. And that's a scoreless bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th we go. As King will lead it off. As King will get a ground ball to second baseman there. Throw to first for the first out. Slemo now will take a walk. Runner at first with 1 out for Kulik 1. There's a... No. He tried to pick it off. He can't. And there's a walk by Kulik 1 for Hard now. As there's a fly ball to left that'll be caught for out number 2. Power now. Swing and a miss for out number 3. A clutch pitch by Freeman, who's entered this ball game. And it is a scoreless top of the 7th. Stretch time at Full Moon Stadium. Fun name. Renberg will get a fly ball out to this left fielder there. Nice grab. Tulowitzki will get a ground ball up the middle. That will be an out. Steelflex now. Steelflex will get a ground ball to short. That will be thrown to first for the 3rd out. As we head to the top of the 8th now. Scorpions still lead 4-3. Here's HBJ.
And here comes Salmon Arms. Back up the middle. And that's on number 1. Freeman so far scot-free. As there's a Kuma strikeout. Ostman now. And here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning as Huey Freeman has kept Nola in this ball game. After that 4-run first inning, we head to the bottom of the hat for the 8th. Manuel Bang will face Ira Clifton. And there's a ground out to first base for the first out. Brennan now to left field, but he lofted it just too much, as that's going to be a fly out. Windsor now. Windsor's going to loft that one to left field, and the left fielder, Kulik Warren's going to handle it easily. A scot-free inning from Ira Clifton as we head to the 9th inning. No, bottom. Yeah, the 9th inning. As there's a liner off the wall by Gladys Barrero that had some excess velocity on it, as that's a triple to right field to lead off the inning. Insurance run on third base now as Freeman throws pitch number 32, and that's going to be a strikeout, their fourth strikeout of their outing, and that one is of Daniel King. And there's a strikeout number 5. This one of Reich Slammer. McForty-3 is now in the game, and they promptly give up a base hit to allow the fifth run of the game to score, as Kulik Warren has an RBI. Rake hard to center, and that's going to be the final out here in the top of the ninth. Baker Case and Beauchamp Reyes will face Ira Clifton or the closer, and Ira Clifton is in, as there's a ground out to shortstop by Faker. Case now is going to go down looking on a slow off-speed pitch. Beauchamp Reyes, final hope, is going to go down looking as Ira Clifton with a 2-inning save, as that run on the top of the ninth was key to this victory for DVS as they score in the first and last innings of the game to win this one 5-3, as they are still alive. 2 at 3 RBI day from Power, and a hit and 2 RBIs from Brennan. Like in the loss, Tsunami the win, Clifton the save, player of the game, Tsunami the second.
And with that, congratulations to the Scorpions for clinching a spot in the playoffs. And that means, I believe, no, not quite yet. I was gonna say that the champions is all set, but not quite yet. So now we are going to. Right, I remember that. Yeah, Slots had one, so there's no way that. Yeah, so we are going to head back to the minors now, and we are going to play Rana's Bears Part 2, because I believe the Bears and Ranas are playing this round, and again, same situation applies. So let's get to it. Yep, Ranas and Bears play again. So same situation. Ranas win, they stay alive. Bears win, they go to the playoffs. So
Little known fact, Ira Moore was part of one of my best home run calls I ever did.
oh, nice.
It wasn't that they gave up the home run, it's just that I was talking about how great they'd been during the game, and then the next batter was Cookie Monster, and they just
Alright.
crushed the ball to left field to end the game. So that was,
Mm,
it's kind of a little nugget of information I keep.
nice, nice. So
Okay, so it is your turn to start, and I think there will be a little bit of magic if you start off for the Ronas this time too.
yeah, I'm just waiting for a prediction to get going. So
Oh, dynamic, you.
dynamic, don't tempt fate, please. Alright.
Make Punk angry. You wouldn't like Punk when he's angry.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, if someone can, yeah, thanks. No, no rush or anything. There's always a possibility for a lot of games, so I don't want to have too much time in between game action. I did like a run through, and I think I had like 5 games, but I was just thinking like, man, it could be far worse. This is maybe the problem of doing these streams is that at least playoff streams, you know the maximum that you can have. These ones, you don't know what situation could happen. So, so while that's being set up, I am going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Go right ahead.
I am back. But yo, yeah, it's fun. It's just like, as long as I'm not the one having to calculate everything, I'm good. So, all right, good. The prediction's almost. Let me get one in. Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just got a submission closing in 0, -2. That's hilarious. Oh god, did I? I don't know how that happened, but in any case, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna have BNN back on because there's really no other possible watch situation. So yeah. Ah, I didn't get it in. That's okay. It had the weird thing where it's like it had like 0, -2, and then 0, -6. It must have been some weird timing thing in Twitch, but yeah, it's okay. So let's get started.
Was I not paying attention?
Yeah. Hmm? Oh, I thought you were asking me something.
Don't mind me, I'm in my own little world.
It's okay. Leading off for the runners is Stern, and there's a base hit up the middle. So good start as they try to stay alive against Iowa Moore. For Cove now, and there's a ground ball to second, but not the first. Short the second. That's one out for DeYoung, who takes a walk. Runner at first and second for Thomas. As Thomas will get a fly ball out to the center fielder for out number 2. Barry now will get a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 3, and that's a scoreless top of the first. We're at the bottom of the first now. As Leg will lead it off against Autonomous Aria. As that will be a strikeout looking for out number 1. As Streamer will get a fly ball to right. That will be caught for out number 2. Torres now will take a walk. Runner at first with 2 out for Argent. There's a base hit through the left side as the runner goes around third and stays put. McRoyd and stuff will bat now. As there is a fly ball to right field that we caught for out number 3 as the Rounders are able to get past that jam. As top of the second in Berezowski. As that will be a base hit past the short second baseman there. Kind of a blooper there, but it works for the Rounders as Stern will bat now. As that will be a base hit up the middle. Runner goes around second to third and is safe sliding into the base for Justice Jr. now. As that will be a fly ball to the first baseman that will be caught for out number 2, 1, and that will be a fly ball to center. They will test his arm and he'll be safe. So the Rounders take the lead here in this ball game 1-0 on a sac fly by Wesley Quinn. As Stern will get a ground ball to short, he'll take it to the bag himself. But the Rounders strike first in this ball game, 1-0. As Guile will lead it off. As that will be a base hit up the middle for a single. Runner at first with no out for Patterson. As Patterson will get a ground ball to third, to second, to first for the double play, and that will get rid of that runner. As McFish will get a ground out to the shortstop, and that's a scoreless bottom of the second. Top of the third we go with HBJ.
I will not say who I'm rooting for because that's biased. But here's Cove, who's going to walk on 4 pitches. DeYoung now pops to first, and the first baseman's going to reach toward the railing and make the catch. Big hurt Thomas now. Deep center, but caught. Griffin Berry. Base hit past the diving shortstop, and there goes the runner Cove on to third. Runners at the corners need runs early here against this Bears team, and there's a base hit to left field by Brzezowski, and that makes it 2-0 Puerto Rico as they look to keep their playoff hopes alive with another victory, as Stern is going to go down swinging. We head to the bottom of the third. Payne, Leg, and Streamer. Xavier Payne now strikes out. That is strikeout number 2 for Artemis Aria. Rhino Leg. Fly to right, base hit. And Hound Streamer is the tying run at the plate now with 1 out. Here's the pitch, drive to right center. It's up the alley and off the wall. Here comes the runner, and he's going to be held up. Second and third with 1 out for Torres, who walked in his first at bat. And there's a base hit to the left center field. That's going to be up the alley. And here comes the run of the plate. A tying run gunned down by the center fielder, Styles Stern.
Wow.
Argent's going to ground to shortstop, and that's going to be the end of the threat, as that throw from the center fielder really nailed him at the plate. We head to the 4th inning. It's 2-1. Drive to right field. It's going to be hanging up there for the right fielder, Guile. As Quinn now is going to strike out. Strikeout number 2 for Ira Moore. And here comes Stern, who made that fantastic throw to the plate. And they're going to walk to put a runner on with 2 outs here for Cove. Cove hits one towards the right field corner, and that's going to be cut off. And there's another throw, and he's out. Dazon Guile says, take that, as they gun down Stern at third base. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It is 2-1. McRoids and stuff is going to go down looking Aria with their 3rd strikeout. Guile now, 20 home runs on the season. Grounds to first for the 2nd out. Niall Patterson, hitting .273, is going to line one to center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Tying run on first here with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. McFish, grounder to short, they go the short way, and that's it. We head to the 5th inning. This game has been a real barn burner from the start, with 2 base runners being gunned down, 1 from each side. DeYoung now, grounder to short, 1 down. Big Hurt Thomas looking at insurance as they loft one to short left. Left fielder Torres is right there. Griffin Berry now hits it up the middle over the shifted shortstop Payne, and that's going to be a base hit. Brzezowski now with an RBI already. Strikes out swinging. Ira Moore with their 3rd strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bears running out of chances here halfway through the game. Singular run ties it. And there's a ground ball to the first baseman, Justice Jr., who takes to the bag himself. Payne is retired. Rhino Leg grounds the short way, and that's the 2nd out. Hound Streamer now needing to put a run on the board as they ground a shortstop for the final out here in the 5th. Aria and Moore have been putting together a real pitcher's duel through 5. We head to the 6th. Stern will lead it off. Steele Stern up at the plate. Heineken Bear gets a pop-up to the 3rd baseman, as there's a grounder to the pitcher, and that's going to be an infield hit. Wesley Quinn, base hit to right field. The runner had to wait, and they cut it off, as that's a base hit. 1st and 2nd, grounder to 2nd base, and that's a 4-6-3 double play to get Stern and to get Quinn. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Torres, Argent, and Royds and stuff faces a very game Artemis Aria, who gets a ground out to 2nd base. Thomas Argent now. Grounder to deep, short throw. Got him. 2 down. McRoids and stuff. Drive to left field, but it's going to be caught out there. We have a 2-1 ball game as we head to the 7th. Aria finishes 6 strong. Despite the 7-10 record, this is their best outing of the season. Wyness Cove is going to fly to left for the 1st out. DeYoung now. Grounder to 3rd. Low throw, and that's going to be not in time. DeYoung with their first hit of the ball game. Big hurt Thomas in a key spot. They're sending the runner, as that's a botch hit and run, and DeYoung has their fourth steal. And Thomas flies harmlessly to left field, so no harm done there. Griffin Berry looking to bring the runner in, as that's going to just be a easy fly to center. Heineken Bear gives up 3 hits in 2 innings. However, they didn't allow any of them to score. We head to the stretch. It's going to be Saul Goodman. Should you call Saul? Should have called somebody else. They give up an immediate base hit to Guile. Niall Patterson represents the go-ahead run. They bunt, and they get the out at first. Guile advances to second base. Tying run on second base with 1 out. McFish is going to walk. 2 on, 1 out. Payne's going to ground to short. They go the short way, and they don't get the runner at first. Corners, Rhino leg. Base hit right field. We are tied. 2-2 ball game as Saul Goodman comes in, and they shouldn't have called Saul. As Hound Streamer is going to strike out, he stops the bleeding. We head to the 8th inning. It is a deadlock at 2 and another thriller between the Bears and the Ranas.
That will be a ground ball out to the shortstop for Berezowski for out number 1. Stern now will get a ground ball hit. The second baseman couldn't handle that, and that will be a single. Justice Jr. now against Winnie the Pabst. Will be a strikeout looking for out number 2. Quinn will swing and a miss for out number 3, and that's a scoreless top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th we go as Torres will lead it off. As that will be a walk. So runner at first with no out for Argent. As those stolen base attempt, and he's gunned. Nice throw by Thomas. As Argent now will be back, and there's a base hit up the middle. So that caught stealing could prove costly. As McRoy and stuff will bat now. As there's a fly ball to first, I think. First, yes. Guile now will swing and a miss for out number 3. And that's a scoreless bottom of the 8th as we head to the top of the 9th now. Crunch time once again for both teams. As Stern will lead it off, as that will be a swinging bunt, and he's out. Cove now, who will get a fly ball to right. It'll be caught for out number 2. DeYoung will get a fly ball to center, right center, and that will be caught for out number 3. Possible chance to walk it off to the playoffs for the Bears. They need, well, just one. Just one run. Patterson will lead it off. And that will be a ground ball up the middle. That will be thrown out for out number 1. McFish will take a walk. So the winning run on base for the Bears. As Payne will get a great base hit past the shortstop. It kind of eats it up. And the winning run is now in scoring position for leg, as Mitz is in the ballgame now for Puerto Rico. And there's a fly ball out, second out for Streamer now. So it's strikeout for Streamer, as we're going to extras, and I'm going to alternate innings, so I'm going to let you start with the 10th.
There's no way this game was going to end in regular frames. As there's a strikeout of Thomas, who's now 0 for 5 on the game. Barry now, Winnie the Pabst, is going to get their 4th strikeout of their outing so far, as they're gone looking. Brzezowski, new pitcher in the game, Yogi Budweiser, gets another strikeout. They K the side. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Torres is going to ground to short. Mitt delivers. Argent grounds to short, 2 down. McRoyds and stuff, the best hitter on the Bears right now. 0 for 4. Walks on a pitch that was just out of the strike zone. Dazon Guile. Base hit to center field, and that's going to put runners at first and second for Niall Patterson.
Oh my god.
Pop up
Wow.
third baseman. Wow.
That's a
The
pound.
wind took that one, even though we're in a dome. We're in a dome in Miller Park. We head to the 11th inning.
Stern now will take strike three looking. That's a bit debatable. Uh, Justice Jr. on a full count will take a walk, so the go-ahead run on base for Quinn now. And swing and a miss for out number 2. As Stern will get a base hit through the right side. They won't know. He overthrows it and the runner is out. That was a bad decision by the base runner there. As Bears have another chance to walk it off here. McFish leads it off. As that will be a base hit up the middle. So the winning run on base for James. As there will be a bunt attempt and he can't get it in play. And there's a runner and there's an out at second. So the... Oh no! No, it's an infield single. That was some weird animation. And that was a ground ball to... There's a swinging bunt. Runner was second and third with one out. And there's a base hit up the middle and the Bears are going to the playoffs. That was a weird sequence of events. And with that, go quickly into the box scores. 2 hits for Stern, Barry, Berezowski, and Stern. 3 hits for Guile, 2 hits for Argent, Streamer, and Leg. And for the pitching, Goodman gets the blown save, commit the loss. Budweiser the win, and Arya is your play of the game. And with that, the minors are all done. So let's just go through some box scores now. Here you go.
Firehawks are going to win this one 7-4. 2-3 RBI day from Deathridge. And a 2 day from 43. Slothsburg improves to 4-11. Stoner drops to 10-10. And your player of the game is going to be Slothsburg.
The Kingpins will beat the Lemurs. Oh my, 5-4 in another crazy game. On a solo home run by Kent Murphy II. As hitting, we have 2 hits each for a bunch of Louisville sides. 2 hits for Essence, Sterling, Murphy II, and Alexander. As for the pitching, Murphy gets a blown save, McFadden the loss, and Yosh gets the win. Rick Rowe is your play of the game. Sorry, excuse me. And here you go.
All right. A 8-4 win for the Wheelers. They keep on winning. That's their 6th straight. For Kansas City, a 2-hit day from Lawrence and from Taz. A 3-hit day at the plate from Wallace and a 2-4 RBI day, including a grand slam from Panda. Winning pitcher is going to be Leor. Losing pitcher is going to be Melgar. And your player of the game is going to be Red Panda. I will be right back.
Alright. And finally, in the minors, we have the Swifties beating the Dillos 2-1 on a walk-off by Oof Yuppie. Hit a run-scoring single. As 2 hits for Bernard, 2 hits for Raru, Wellerman, 3 hits for Yuppie. For the pitching, Man gets the loss, Space gets the win. McChapperson is your player of the game. And with that, we are going to save. And we are going to recheck the standings, and yes, the Bears have clinched. The round is all eliminated, and with that, we have our playoff field. Kingpins, Wheelers, Armadillos, Flamingos, Lemurs, and Bears. So congratulations to all 6 teams. And with that, we are going to go to the major leagues. We still have some important scores to look at. As the Crabs will win against the Aviators 5-4 to keep pace with the Sloths. 2 hits each for Gonzalez, Shicey Jr., Alou, and Cool Crab, as well as Donuts and Garbanzo and Rochka. 3 hits for Brooks. For the pitching, Starr gets the win, Johnson gets the hold, Sox the loss, and the blown save, and Brooks is your play of the game. The Surge will win in extras against the Voyagers 3-2. For the hitting, two hits for Calavera, 3 hits for Kyle, 3 hits for DeMars. For the pitching, Chaplet gets the win, Ness gets the loss. Clifton is your player of the game. We saw that one. The Pathfinders will win 13-1 against the Raptors. They have basically clinched the 1 seed, I think, at this point. For the hitting, just single hits for Boise, 2 hits for Mills, Piszewski, Love, Catter, and Ixed. 3 hits, 3 RBIs for Brinkley Jr. For the pitching, Ovechkin gets the loss, Starscream the win, Harvey Brinkley Jr. Good job, is their player of the game.
I got a player of the game again?
Yes.
Am I actually doing something this season?
Yeah, apparently. Alright, so...
7 total bases. I must have hit a
yes.
home run again.
Yeah, you had a 3-run home run to start the game.
Huh.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, not to start the game, but... Oh, no, yeah, to start the game. Wow. How did that... Oh, I guess that's possible. Must have been with 2 out or something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2 out.
Yeah, no,
Right?
there had to have been 2 out, but that's okay. Let's just keep going. I don't want to keep us held up here.
Yeah. Alright,
This isn't about my player. This is about everyone else's players.
Yeah, you can take
A walk-off by
wow.
Jeff Newman.
Oh, wow. Okay. Everyone's doing well. Well, not everyone.
Let's stop talking about our own players. Jeff Newman with a walk-off 3-run homer
Yeah, why
against the Apex. For Indy, we have hitters like this. Hitting an RBI from Banana Boom. Over on Lunar Base, a hit and 3 RBIs from Newman and 2 hits and an RBI from Rake in the Lake. Pitching is going to look like this. Winning pitcher in relief, 11-3, is now John Marston. Mick Thumper, their 5th loss. Your player of the game is going to be Manna Wright.
As the Demons will win against the Stars 2-0. As Steiner will get 2 hits as... Oh, just 2 hits for Detroit. Yet they won. That's baseball for you. For the pitching, Donahue gets the loss. Oh, man. Both pitchers went the distance. Donahue gets the loss. Mann gets the win. Complete game shutout for Mann as he is the player of the game. There you go.
As we have the Scorpions winning again. 8 straight. As a 5-3 victory for them. As Max Power has their 30th home run.
Oh, wait. I think we saw this.
Wait,
we saw this game.
This
Never
one.
mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we watched
I'm
this
sorry. I thought the score. Yes, because we saw the Seattle loss, so we can go forward. That is my bad.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard, but Providence won. So that means we'll be watching the Providence game next. They have a magic number of 1 to clinch the playoffs.
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I know for sure that that's going to be a important game.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's move forward. Let's finish today. I believe there are no games going on.
Yeah, one player in each league has 30 home runs right
Wow.
now, and that's LBG and Zane Cold for the Legends. So
That's crazy. That's the case.
I guess home runs are at a premium, and stolen bases have been way, way higher.
So what's interesting is that Providence plays Buffalo and San Antonio plays Boise, so it's definitely still possible that this race could get tighter. As we're gonna manage the game.
Well,
knock on wood, of course. We're gonna keep being on because this is the only. Wait, no. Turn it off. Yes, because if the Crabs.
Yeah, turn
it
off.
Because if the Crabs lose this, we gotta watch the Slots game. Yeah, never mind. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, I like watching teams win to get the playoffs, so that's more fun that way.
Okay. So I start for Buffalo, and then you go 3 through 7. Then I come back, and so on
Oh
and
no,
so
remember
forth.
well, I think you're starting this game, because remember the last game I started? That was a Rana's game. Not that matters, but...
No, I started.
Did you? No, I started. That was the Rana's Bears game.
Yeah, I start.
The last...
No, I'm saying I'm starting this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I thought you meant... Sorry, I thought... Yeah, my
No,
bad.
no, 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 no. I'm starting this one. It's alright.
Sorry, chat. I don't mean to... I actually didn't know that Tiny Chef was starting, but even then... So, if you want Tiny Chefs to be on stream, you should root for Providence to lose, then. This should be an easy choice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Providence fans. Oh, thank you, Captain. Yeah, I was like... I don't... Alright.
No, leave Anik alone. Leave Anik alone. Let's actually watch this game.
Yeah, oh no, I'm gonna stay... No, yeah, I'm gonna stay...
Also,
No, I'm staying. No way. I'm just saying. Sorry to the chat, because I know they want Tiny Chef. Well, Anik probably doesn't, but...
um, does anyone know the record for most at bats in a PB season with no home runs?
Oh. That's a good question.
Because look at Cookie Monster.
Oh boy, wait.
422 at bats, no home
Does he
runs.
really have no home run? How is that even possible? You think you randomly will get one? Like, how does that
Of
happen?
course, now that I say that, they're going to homer in the first inning.
Yeah, probably. That's what happens. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get started because we can just so no. Yeah, let's get started.
OTP Wizard, currently leading the league in WAR with a 6.9 WAR, is facing off against James Daly, who's 11-7 with a 3.98. The 0-2 pitch got him swinging. That's strikeout number 148 for the young left-hander. Forbes Jr. now. 97 steals, and they're going to go down swinging. So he kept the two most dangerous players on the team off the base paths to start the game. Denstro with a base hit over the second baseman into center field. And if I'm correct, Cookie Monster is up now.
Nope.
Base hit to right field. That's not a home run, but that's a base hit.
Oh wow. I didn't even
As they're
go
going to
for it.
send the runner, and the runner's going to score standing up. So they score run numbers. They get their 64th RBI. Their power rating's 20, by the way. As there's a ground out to third by Mustard and Mustard.
Oh, that would explain
The
the no
middle
numbers
initial
then.
apparently stands for mayonnaise.
Yeah.
As here comes Jordan Gonzalez with 84 steals of his own. And they're going to ground to second base for the first out. Whiskey Fuse, 25 steals. As they're going to have a chance here against Denstro. And that really good arm of his. Running, throw, none time. That's stolen base number 26 for them. Shiesty Jr. is going to line to right. That's going to be a base hit to right field. And a decent throw back in is going to hold Fuse at third base. Philip Alou is going to fly to short right field. The second baseman's going all the way out there to make the catch. Great range by Calavera. And a swing and a pop up to the shortstop, and that's going to be caught out there by the shortstop, OTP Wizard. We head to the second inning, 1-0 Buffalo.
Oh.
Calavera gets plunked. Koala Kyle up now. And they strike out. Savage strikes out. 4 strikeouts, and they just passed the 150 mark for strikeouts. There's a fly ball to left by Yaboa for the final out here in the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Mr. Alligator, 70 steals. Strikeout number 1 for Clawdaddy. And here comes the catcher with 1 steal of his own, Santiago Benito.
Oh boy.
Fly to right field. Oh my goodness. We are tied. That doesn't seem like a long fly ball, but based off that animation, it looked like he could have ended up in the Allegheny. Home run number 18 for Benito as we are tied here in the second inning. As there's a base hit for Mojito Cove. Cool Crab now hitting just 211. It's going to flip one towards the shortstop Wizard for the second out. Leadoff man Gonzalez is going to strike out again. As we head to the third inning for Lumo, OTP Wizard leads off.
As that will be a swinging strikeout for out number 1. So, 1 out there for Phobos Jr., who gets a base hit into right. We'll see if he steals second here. Pedestro. As he does not. Oh no! Oh my goodness. They got a double play because the runner fell asleep at the wheel. It was a fly
I think
ball
he fell down running to second base.
Maybe, yeah. Swing and a miss for Fuse. For out number 1. Shiesty Jr. now. Who will get a fly ball to left field, and that is out of here. Solo home run as the Crabs take the lead. 2-1 ball game now. As Alu will bat. As that will be a nice grab by the second baseman there for out number 2. Goose will get a base hit into right for a single. Runner at first with 2 out for Alligator. As Alligator will get a ground ball to second to first, and that's a end of the inning. But the Providence Crab take the lead 2-1 to head to the top of the 4th now. As Monster will lead it off. As that will be a fly ball to left for an out. As Mustard will swing and a miss for out number 2. Calavera now. The hot hitting Calavera will continue his hot hitting streak with a base hit down the line, and that will be a stand-up double for Calavera. So runner at second with 2 out for Kyle. As Kyle will get a base hit through the left side, they will send the runner around third, and he will be safe. And the game is tied 2-2 on an RBI single by Koala Kyle. As Savage will get a ground ball to short, or second, that will be thrown out. And that's the scoreless. That's a tie game now, heading to the bottom of the 4th. As Benito will lead it off. As that will be a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 1. As Cove will bat. As there's a strikeout looking for out number 2. As Cool Crab will bat now. As that will be a base hit into right. That will be a leadoff, or not a leadoff, a single. Claudaddy will give up a walk to Gonzalez. Runner at first and second with 2 out for Fuse. As that will be a fly ball to left. That will be caught for out number 3, and that's a scoreless bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th we go. As Yaboa will lead it off, and there's a base hit into right for a single. Runner at first with no out for Wizard. Swing and a miss for out number 1. Phobos Jr. will swing and a miss for out number 2 as well. Denstro now will take a walk. Runner at first and second with 2 out for Monster. As Monster will get a ground ball to third, that will be thrown to first for the 3rd out. And that's a scoreless top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th now. Shiesty Jr. will lead it off, as that will be a base hit into right. That will be a leadoff single for Alu now. As this will be a fly ball to right that will be caught for out number 1. Goose now. As that will be a fly ball to left field. That is caught at the wall for out number 2. Alligator now swinging a miss for out number 3, and that's a scoreless bottom of the 5th. As Benito, not Benito, Mustard will lead it off for the Surge, top of the 6th. As Dusty DeSoto enters the ballgame now for Providence. And he gives up a leadoff hit down the center right field line all the way to the wall, and that will be a leadoff double for Mustard as Calavera will bat now. As that will be a fly ball to left. That will be caught for out number 1. Kyle now with a full count will get a base hit up the middle. They will send the runner around third, and he's out. What a nice throw by the center fielder there to rob him of a run. As that's a wild pitch, and the runner will go to second. Savage now, and there will be a ground ball to third to first, and the inning is over. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-2. As Benito will lead it off. As that will be a fly ball to the third baseman there. And that's the first out. Cove now. As there is a fly ball out to the left fielder there for out number 2. Cool Crab will get a ground ball to third, throw to first for the third out. And that's a scoreless bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th we go. As Yeboah will lead it off. As that will be a ground ball to first, who'll take it to the bag himself for the first out. Wizard will take strike 3 looking for out number 2. Forbes Jr. now will get a fly ball to the center fielder there, who will catch it for out number 3. Stretch time in Providence as Gonzalez will lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. As Wally Choi enters the ballgame for Buffalo. As that will be a fly ball to center. That will be caught for out number 1. Fuse now. Fuse will swing and a miss for out number 2. Shiesty Jr. now will get a fly ball out to the right fielder there, and that's a scoreless bottom of the 7th, top of the 8th we go with HBJ.
This has been a tightly contested ball game. Denstro now, DePotson in the game. As this is a huge matchup, Denstro is going to ground out. Monster is going to strike out. DePotson has been fairly good, 2-3, 2.55 ERA, as they are going to walk just their 25th batter in 95 and a third innings. Calavera grounds out to the catcher for the final out here in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom half. Philip Alou surrounded by a trio of hot hitters against Wally Choi, who lines to left. That's going to be caught. A diving catch. Swanson Goose is going to ground out to shortstop, and here comes Mr. Alligator. Rounder up the middle, and that's going to be the final out here in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th, 7-8-9 for the Surge against DePotson, who's looking to deposit this to the bottom of the 9th inning. Kyle's going to be strikeout victim number 136. Second in the ball game. Savage now. 0 for 3, now 0 for 4, as that's another strikeout for DePotson. Yeboah hitting 204, 1 for 3 today. Now 2 for 4, as there's a base into the right field gap there. OOTP Wizard is going to ground to short, and they're going to go the short way. We head to the 9th inning. Wally Choi will face Benito, Cove, and Cool Crab. 7-8-9. Choi delivers.
Wow.
Benito to left. Goodbye, baseball. There she goes. On one pitch, the game is over. A sinker that just could not sink any lower, as that's going to win the Crabs this ball game. And the season is not over yet for the Crabs, as they win this one. You see the stats there. 2 hits and an RBI for Kyle. And a big outing at the plate from Benito with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. DePonson the winner, Choi the losing pitcher. And here's the player of the game coming up. and it's going to be Santiago Benito, well deserved.
And with that,
And
we
I
are.
think that's going to be it for San Antonio.
Yeah, they are done. So, congratulations to the Crabs for clinching a playoff spot. And now this feels weird because.
On a walk-off home run, no less. That's
Yeah,
impressive. It's very impressive.
yeah. So let's just do some quick sims now. This feels weird. Normally you don't have the playoff picture done by the third to last game, but that's fine.
Be
uh,
thankful.
oh yeah, no, I am. I mean, I always just like to see a possible. I'm that person who likes 109s and 110s. I'm crazy that way. So we're just going to save you the trouble reading this. The Vandals beat the Pathfinders 4-3.
Oh,
Yeah, I saved you some. Two hits for
that's cruel. Come
I know.
on.
2 hits for Garfield, Oatmeal the third, and Ferris Bueller Jr. 2 hits for Mills. For the pitching, Riggs gets the win, Fring the hold, Rodriguez the save, and Riggs is your player of the game. Duck gets the loss. So I meant to do it in a different order. And there you go.
I'm gonna say it. As the Voyagers are gonna win this one, improve to 70-36. 4-1 win for them. For Outer Banks, this is gonna be a tough off season for them, as they have a 2-a-day from Donuts. Over on New York, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from DeMars. Your winning pitcher is going to be Crawford. Losing pitcher is Hangman. Parker Ness, their 20th save. They just got re-signed today. Xavier Crawford is going to be your player of the game.
So that one. So the Slots win 10-0. As unfortunately for them, that's obviously not enough. For the hitting, we have 2 hits for Gonzalez Jr., 2 hits for a lot of people on San Antonio. Poor Neek, he gets bludgeoned here, getting his 18th loss of the year. Salberg gets the win. Joanna Salberg is your player of the game. Oh, wow.
As the Space Rangers are going to win another one in a walk-off fashion, thanks to, well, Mr. Newman, you've been providing some unexpected power, it looks like,
Yeah.
as a 4-3 win for the Space Rangers. A 3-hit day at the plate from Dogwood with 2 walks and 2 RBIs. Lerner base, 3 hits and an RBI, and then 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Newman. Boyan had 3 hits. Retiring Vichy ended up having a good day in his final start, unless Detroit makes the playoffs. Rogowski the loss, Opolis the win, and your player of the game is going to be Maple Dogwood, despite the loss.
The Stars will beat the Apex 9-3 here. As for the hitting, we have 3 hits for Juju, 2 hits for McKenzie and Nitro, 3 hits for Taylor, 3 hits, 5 RBIs for Salamanca. I think we know who the player of the game will be. And indeed, the player of the game is Lala Salamanca. The Rove will get the loss. Randall Jr. gets the win. And let's see. Here we go.
And let me wake up here as
Yeah. Take your time.
Rougarous are going to lose their 6th straight, this one 4-2 to the Serpents, despite being eliminated. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Beauchamp Reyes. Over on Seattle, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Miss and from Hayes. Toll the win, Bouchard the hold, James the save, and Escherman the loss. Toll is your player of the game against his former team.
And finally, we have the Scorpions beat the Toros 3-2, thanks to a 2-run bottom of the 6th. For the hitting, we have 2 hits for Sims and Aza, 2 hits for King. For the pitching, Montaigne gets the loss, Lebowski the win, Petrovic not the blown save, sorry, save. They get the save. Lebowski is your player of the game. And that's it for the majors now. And I believe, yeah, we should go to the minors still now. Even though that's all clear and done, but we still got some box scores.
The Ranas are going to win this one, so they're still They're going for pride at this point. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Slandoff, 2 hits and an RBI from Toxum over on the Dillo side. A hit and 4 RBIs for Barry, including a grand slam. As we look down at the pitching, player of the game is going to be Cranepool, who gets the win. Arcanum gets the loss.
The Wheelers will beat the Firehawks 6-2, as they have now won 7th straight in a row. For the hitting, we have 2 hits for Ziegler, McNeely, LaRosa, and Bear, as long as 2 RBIs, and for Janulis as well. 2 hits for Zen and Deathridge. For the pitching, Fisher gets the win, Pitt gets the loss. Herbert Fisher is your player of the game. Ooh, wow.
As the Hepcats are going to lose this one 8-6, despite the effort in the 9th inning. For State College, 3 hits, 3 RBIs from Massaro, 2 hits, 4 RBIs from, let's see, that's Barrow. Over on the Kansas City side, 3 hits, 3 RBIs from Harper, and a 2 hit, 1 RBI from Taz. Pitching is going to have Garoppolo take the loss, Bones the win, and your player of the game is going to be Vincent Asaro.
The Kingpins will lose this one to the Flamingos 2-1, thanks to a top of the 10th run for the Flamingos. For the hitting, we have 2 hits for Southworth DeVille, 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Sakudo. Let's see here, 2 hits for Simmons III and Alexander. For the pitching, Deshaun gets the win, Farnsworth the loss, and Ichiban Sakudo is your player of the game.
Okay, 5-hit day from Beatty Jr. aids the Bruce City Bears to a 5-3 win. 3-hit day at the plate from... 3-hit day at the plate from Leg. Wait a minute. Oh, they're on Louisville. 5
Yes.
for 5 day with 3 hits, so wait. Makes no sense. Why would you highlight them if they lost?
No clue. Who knows?
Okay. As we move down to the pitching. Losing pitcher is going to be Mata. Winning pitcher is going to be Bear. Fordham, the save. Beatty Jr. in the loss, your player of the game.
And with that, we will save, and the next 2 days will be quick sim days. Because all the spots are
We will be coming in just around... We will be coming around just about 2 hours and 15 minutes if we do this right.
Something like that, yeah. So let's finish today, and let's stay in the minor leagues to start. As the Lemurs will win against the Bears 14-1. 3 hits for Streamer, 2 hits for Beatty Jr., 3 hits for Denstro, 4 hits for Buchanan, and 3 hits for Hartman and Javier Franco. For the pitching, McIntosh will get the loss, Porkman the win. Denstro is your player of the game.
Well, innings, the State College Swifties are going to win on a walk in the top of the 12th by Wellerman. For State College, 2 hits and an RBI from Ruru, and 2 hits from Hayden Andrews Jr. Over on Kansas City, a 3-hit day by Dynasty, and that's probably about it. For pitching, it's going to look like this. As the winning pitcher is going to be T2, space the save, blown save for Jingleheimer Schmidt, and Choate the loss. Player of the game is going to be Bradley Wellerman, and he ties the regular season extra inning record for walks in the game with 4. That's an Arum if you are keeping score.
Yes. And the Wheelers will beat the Firehawks 3-2 thanks to a run in the top of the 10th. For the hitting, 2 hits for Wallace and Lee, 2 hits for Rocha. For the pitching, Grimes gets the hold, Abernathy Jr. the win and the blown save, Guzzo the save, Lord the loss, and Hannah's player gets the player of the game. I refuse to say that completely.
The Ranas are going to win again. Never give up, I guess. As there is a 2-hit day from Bernard and a 2-hit day from Gordon over on Puerto Rico. 2 hits from DeYoung. Pitching, Rockefeller the win, Mune the save, and Wurst the loss in the balloon save. Live Earth is your player of the game.
And finally, we have the Kingpins beating the Flamingos 3-2 as they try to get to 70 wins on the season. As just 3 hits for Florida, just 4 hits for Chicago as well, 2 RBIs for Dawson. For the pitching, Squirrel will get the loss, Gobitsky the win, Crony the save, and Leah Squirrel is your player of the game. And with that, we're going to save and go to the majors. We're going to play all these games out, and there you go.
Finers win this one 5-0. They, casual 15.5 game lead. 2 hits on the day from, looks like Grove, IPO3, and Hayes over on Vancouver. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Namide, Brinkley Jr., and a 2-hit day from Ixon. Down to the pitching. Hey, another homer. As Accept Your Welcome is going to improve to 18-6. Last year's pitcher of the year looking to do it again. As Jackson with their 16th loss. And your player of the game is going to be, what can I say except you're welcome.
As the Aviators will win 2-1 over the Voyagers. As we have 2 hits for Donuts and Khan, 3 hits for Garbanzo, and just a bunch of single hits for New York. For the pitching, Jones gets the win, out of the hold, Johnson the save, and PayDB2 gets the loss. Jones is your player of the game.
Crabs are going to win again, holding off Buffalo 3-2 in this one. As we look at the hitting, we have a 2-hit day at the plate from Denstro, a 3-walk game from Monster, another arm. As a 2-hit day at the plate with an RBI from Croxout, Gator, and from Shiesty Jr. Choi the win, Buendia the hold, DeSoto the save, and Bazooka Joe, if you're here, look away. As Jun Ha Choi is your player of the game.
These slots will beat the Raptors 5-1.
Retired Walrus.
Yes. As we have the hitting, 4 hits for Cove, 2 hits for Nakamura, 2 hits for Long Pipe, Marcus, and Albies. For the pitching, Cruiser gets the loss, DePoyo the win, and DePoyo is your player of the game.
As the Space Rangers are going to win this one in a shootout. They were up 11-3
Oh my
after
goodness.
the 3rd inning, and they came within a run of blowing it. And Lumo has another 3-run homer. Quit it.
Yeah.
That puts you up to 18-55, hitting 248. Your average has gone sky high the last couple games.
Let's see.
2-2 RBI day from 2-2 RBI day from Torres. 2 RBIs and 2 walks from Dogwood. 3 for 4 day at the play with 3 RBIs from Newman, and 2 hits, 3 RBIs from Alvarez. Pitching is going to look like this. You're going to have Batter getting the loss, Lightyear the win, Opolis the save. And your player of the game is going to be Cali Alvarez. Stay hot, Lumo.
Yeah. The Stars will beat the Apex 8-1. For the hitting, we have a bunch of single hits for Indianapolis. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for 43 1/4. 3 hits for Steiner, 2 hits for Hammer and Jones. For the pitching, Montgomery will get the loss, Cream the win, and 43 1/4 is your player of the game.
Okay. As the Serpents are going to win this one 9-0. For New Orleans, 5 hits scattered across 5 batters, including a couple walks. For Seattle, a 4-hit day from Melissa Jacob and a 3-hit 4 RBI day from Plant. Mitchell drops to 9-13, respectable record. Cookie, their 8th win, and your player of the game is going to be Piranha Plant.
And finally, we have the Toros beating the Sea Serpents 8-4. For the hitting, 2 hits for Jackson and Blueski, 3 hits for McCullough, 3 hits for Seven Arms. For the pitching, Wheeler gets the win, Neggs the save, Striker Jr. the loss, and Chadwick McGillicuddy is your player of the game. And that's it for the penultimate game of the season. We're going to save, and we're going to have one more day, and then we are done for the season. So let's have at it.
And that's a beautiful way to end the season. The Pathfinders finished 75-33 with a 5-2 win. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Swerve Jr. over on Vancouver. We have a couple days at the plate. 2 hits for Lewis, 2 hits and an RBI from Otis Ixon, and 2 hits and an RBI from Kendrick Mills. Winning pitcher is going to be Orijon Thrastarson, finishing 17-5 on the season. Maurer the save, and Cove, their 18th loss. Your player of the game is going to be Orijon Thrastarson.
The Raptors will win against the Slots 5-4, thanks to a 3-run top of the 8th. For the hitting, 2 hits for McMagic and Vacuum, 3 RBIs for Cove, 2 hits for Albies, Code, and Marcus. For the pitching, Shotani gets the win, Berger the save, Antonio gets the loss and the blown save, and Taranga Lila is your player of the game.
As the Crabs are going to win another one, they're going to finish one game short of the Surge. A 5-3 victory. A 5-4 victory, excuse me. As the Buffalo Surge are going to look like this: a 2-hit, 1 RBI day from Denstro. Over on Providence, a 3-hit day from Benito and 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Cool Crab. Neither starter would factor into the decision. However, DePotson would. With a win and a blown save, Dendex drops to 9-3. Your player of the game is going to be Santiago Bonito.
The Aviators will beat the Voyagers again, winning 6-5. As 4 hits for Kim, 2 hits for Fielder, 3 hits for Brooks, 2 hits for Moose, Palladorus, and Rye. For the pitching, Morgan gets the win, Toadstool the hold, Johnson the save, Gosman the loss, and Cole Kim is your player of the game.
As we enter the Champions Conference, we have a win for the Apex as they finish the season on a winning note. 5-3. For Indy, it's a 3-hit, 3 RBI day from Nate Nitro. Over on Nashville, a 2-hit day at the plate with 2 RBIs from Aldrin Soft, 3 hits and an RBI from Valor Jr. Pitching is going to look like this. And Simikalis is going to get the win, Bubbles the save, and the losing pitcher is going to be Azuaje, who finishes right at 500. Nate Nitro is your player of the game.
And the Scorpions will win 8-2 over the Toros. For the hitting, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Sims, 2 hits for Kulik Ward and Hard, 3 hits, 4 RBIs for Guerrero. For the pitching, Stroke gets the loss, Seek with the win, and Glady Guerrero is your player of the game.
As the Serpents are going to finish 58-50, just out of the playoff hunt, with a 2-homer game from Piranha Plant. New Orleans is going to have Brennan and Windsor with 2 hits each. Case as well. Over on Seattle, we have a 2 hit 3 RBI day from Plant, 2 hits 2 RBIs from Jacob. Pitching is going to look like this. Otani finishes at 500, 7-7. 100 pitch outing save for Bouchard, and Bay is going to finish winless at 0-13. Piranha Plant is your player of the game.
And finally, the Space Rangers will win 2-0. They get their 71st victory of the season. As, let's see, a lot of single hits for Detroit. 2 hits for Morgan, myself, and In the Lake. 2 RBIs for In the Lake as well. For the pitching, both teams got complete games from their pitchers. Quarters a loss, Hippocrates the win, and Hippocrates is your player of the game. Complete game shutout for Hippocrates. And that'll do it for the majors, as we're going to take one last look at the standings. As this means that the Pathfinders are the 1 seed, the Voyagers are the 2 seed, and the Surge 3, Crabs 4. As we see here, the Space Rangers, so that means the playoff matchups for that will be Pathfinders versus Crabs and Voyagers versus Surge. For the champions, the Space Rangers are the 1 seed, the Taurs the 2 seed, and the Demons 3, Scorpions 4. Got a little tight there, but the Demons are able to hang on to that 3 spot. So the Taurs will face the Demons for the 2-3 matchup, and the Space Rangers will face the Scorpions for the 1-4 matchup. And that, for me, terrifies me. As we're going to head to the minors and see the final scores of the season. Yeah, it's your turn.
The Kingpins are going to finish with 70 wins, 5-4 victory here. A hit and 2 RBIs for Fernandez. For Chicago, we're going to have a 2-hit RBI day from Blanco, Honkball, and Murphy. Jashawn is going to get the loss, Perez the blown save, and Phantom the win. Usada Pecora is your player of the game.
So I'm just reading the chat. The Lemurs will beat the Bears 8-1. As a bunch of single hits for Bruce City, 2 hits for McFish, a bunch of multi-hit games for Louisville, 3 hits for Steve-O and Beatty Jr. For the pitching, Metro gets the loss, Crown the win, and Beatty Jr. is your player of the game.
The Rockets are going to lose their final game of the season to the Dillos 7-2. A 4-hit day at the plate from Mills over on Amarillo. A 2-hit day at the plate from Justice Jr. Pee Wee Matthews the loss. G.E. Wu the win. And your save is going to be going to Sinatara. As the save goes to Manhold to Sinatara. Player of the game is going to be San Shrew.
As the Swifties will beat the Hepcats 14-9, 9 runs in the top of the 9th. Holy cow. As we get the hitting, 3 hits for Joy and McGringleberry, Barrow, and Yuppie. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Dynasty and McDowell. 4 hits for Mathers. Talk about offense. For the pitching, boy, Fromm gets the win. Kevin Choate gets the hold. Ziegler the blown save. Checker the loss and the blown save. And Yuppie is your player of the game.
Sorry, I'm not paying
Okay.
attention again.
No worries.
As the Fire Ox are going to win this one on a walk-off, 3-2. As we move over to Anchorage, a 2-hit single RBI day from Ziegler. From California, a 2-hit day from Newfan at the plate. Pitching is going to finish out like this. Nitro, no decision. Dirk, no decision. Blown save, Abernathy Jr., Buckley the hold, Grimes the loss, Wakefield the win. Player of the game is going to be Ms. Dirk.
7-2. I'm just posting my locker room. Because why not? And that's it. So let's look at the standings once again for the minors. So the Kingpins are the 1 seed. They have reached 70 wins on the season. The Wheelers take the 2 seed. The Dillos are the 3 seed. The Flamingos the 4 seed. And the Lemurs are the 5 seed. The Bears are the 6 seed. And this is probably one of the first times I haven't had to see many ties, which is going to be great for me as figuring out the draft order, because there aren't that many ties as far as I can see. So this is great. So your playoff matchups will be Bears at Armadillos and Lemurs at Flamingos. So should be a fun one. And with that, we are going to save and we are going to start the upload process. On. Gonna double check these. You always have to do that. You never know what can happen. Alright.
Trying to
And
get
that's
my
it.
point tests done. Oops.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. So, season is done. I will show you guys that after the upload. So I didn't see that. I just wanted to get it done and then I could read it. Ugh.
I think I finished the season over 2 war. I'm thinking I did.
Nice. Oh, I got pinged. What am I getting? Oh, announcements.
Let's see.
Oh.
I have 20. Wow, that's a lot of TPE to claim
Yes.
this week. If you're in the
Yes.
majors.
Yeah.
6, 5, 2, that's 13. I have 24 to claim this week.
Nice. Wow.
Well, I never like bragging about my player, but I know I'm the top earner in my draft class by a significant amount right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I
And
mean,
I mean significant amount.
yeah, my play has been awful most of my career, so it's just so any success I get, I just am like great. Um,
Well, it just means when I regress, I'm going to be unhappy.
yeah, you get used to it. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, no,
I don't need to tell you that.
1,326 as of today.
Nice. I am getting close to retirement. It'll definitely be within the next 3 seasons. Um,
I know, but you'll probably be serviceable DH for the next 5 seasons at the
yes.
worst.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Hey, at least you guys have a title to show for it, okay? So, I'm still winning for my first, so.
Trying to figure out.
So, it's Ask the Boot time, so if anyone wants to ask us anything, feel free. Go ahead and put a text. And apologies if it's big to start. It's OBS is like that.
Don't forget to ask the booth Lumo.
Yeah, I did. I just mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I misspelled it, sort of. Not really, but.
So I don't know if I brought this up, but I think that's the first time there's been a 30 home run season in a long time, but no 100 base
Yeah.
stealers. And
Wow.
because I was keeping an eye on both of those.
Interesting.
Because I was gonna say Forbes and Wizard both had 97 to finish the season.
Hmm.
Colt hit 31 home runs, and Jingleheimer Schmidt had 30 for the other side. So
Yeah.
just making sure.
National Game. It's good. Good. Um. Let's see. Two major league teams. For me, easy. Houston. That's a very easy choice. For the East, oh, I'll say Boston or Philly. I'm not sure which one I would choose. Um, let's see. Yeah, I would call them the Houston Apollos. I've always loved that. And then Boston, maybe just call them the Boston Terriers because of the dog. I don't know. In the majors, overperforming. Let's see. Trying to think. I'm not sure there was. I mean, I guess Seattle was, for what I thought they were gonna be, a little bit overperforming. Underperforming. Um, hmm. Definitely Death Valley. That's definitely underperforming, and Cancun to a smaller extent. Um, and to Sun's question, it was great. It was really good. I mean, obviously, being able to be on something that's like a lot of cool stuff. I mean, that's obviously a great experience. What am I getting? Oh, ooh, that's a good one. Doo-doo-doo.
National game show. I'd rather go on one in Japan.
That's so fun.
It's like the wacky experience. That's all. I mean, I think there's been a team in Boston, as far as I remember. So it was the Braves. Well, the Braves are the only one who had a team, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because there was Milwaukee, there was Boston, and then there was Atlanta now. So,
Hmm.
but I don't think Boston ever had the Braves win a World Series, but Atlanta's won two now.
Hmm.
Yeah, Milwaukee won in '57. So, yeah, no, I'm not sure. I am curious if they're ever going to update the Hall of Fame though for PBE.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm hoping that could be soon. Hmm.
I know it's been a topic lately.
Yeah.
Still gotta finish this JPT before I go anywhere. I bet I can write 1,000 word media, but I can't write. I
Yeah.
struggle to write 150 words half the time.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I haven't written my PTs in like 3 weeks, although that's because I've had a busy time in general. So it's not because I don't want to. It's just I haven't gotten around to doing them.
Well, that was like me with prime time when I was not doing it with my first player. I didn't see a reason to do them until all of a sudden they became more significant and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was 8 words and hopefully enough to hit the 150 threshold.
Nice.
Yep, exactly 8 words.
Hmm.
151 words. And I hope Steg's not listening to me talk about this on stream. And get in trouble. Sound like doing the trivia one. Oh, I love a good roast in the morning. Pretty sure Newman's gonna do fine though.
Yeah, I mean, once I get away from being a second baseman, I'll be better for either side. Yeah.
Well, you're still at. You have 2 more TPE right now than I do as a
Oh
player in
yeah.
general. So,
Well, but you're younger, so you have a little more. It's like that intersection where it's like I go down, you go up.
well, you
Yeah.
do have the better player, and we're playing in the same position right now.
That's true. Yeah. I think that says a lot about momentum, I think, in terms of career. As in, that may have been why I was so bad early on, as I never really had much of a thing. So it was like that combined with me being on a bad team. It's like, well, great, now you're both, which really
That's the
honestly sucks.
interesting part. Was I think your player gained a whole war almost. You
Oh,
just hit
something like
20
that.
war
Yeah.
this sim.
It wasn't quite one war, but it was like point 0.8 maybe, something like that. It was a lot.
Yeah, no, you had your best season since 2055. You had you had almost as many RBIs as you did 2 seasons ago too.
Yeah.
Your average jumped up to 251 after that. You had 3 homers and 10 RBIs that
Yeah,
sim.
that's crazy. Hopefully this carries through to the playoffs, because last playoffs was not good for me, at least as a player. Huh.
Okay, now I can actually do my update.
Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. I was working on my. I have like a spreadsheet that I'm working on for the draft, and for some reason I was like, why are the names not showing up? And then I realized because there was something blocking it. I was like, oh, that makes it so much more convenient.
So I actually have 29 to use, because I have 5
Nice.
banked. So
There you go.
I don't think I'll be this good ever again, but still.
Eh. Yeah. No, probably not.
No, 26. 26.
I wonder how
Excuse
many.
me.
I know I
Oh,
definitely don't
wait,
have
no,
that
no, no.
much.
24, 24, 24. Because this week is worked 6. That almost tripped me up really bad.
Hmm.
I'm not used to stuff like this where it's like, oh, this one's worth 6, this one's worth 3, this one's
Yeah.
worth 5.
Let's see.
Okay, 322, 44, 4, 44, 3, and no regression season yet. Yay.
Good for you.
I know, and I hate the fact that I already know that I'm 5 seasons into my career now.
Hmm. I
I
can't
am
blame you.
getting more money this season, though,
Nice. Mm.
because Dylan keeps paying me.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm supposed to be making over 60 million this season just in audits.
Nice. Yeah, I do that in my.
That's 6
Mm.
teams.
That's the same thing with me for what you call it, ISFL. I make like 20 million a year. That, I mean, the draft sheet is literally just all the names of the stuff. If I draft it, I'm technically drafting the draft, so I'm technically leaking the draft. So no, sorry. No, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. I still
Yeah,
need to.
no,
I still
he
need
would
to.
get kicked out of his war room for that.
Yeah,
That's not okay.
I would. I mean, I have. I need to. I need to figure out the draft order anyway. So yeah. And it's not really that. It's not really that complicated. It's literally just you have a bunch of names, you have a bunch of teams, just to help organize so that you can tell if someone has picked someone or not. And the store like trades and like um draft penalties and stuff like
I
that.
mean,
But
I've been in a
it's all
I've
stuff.
been in
Yeah,
a war room with Lumo
yeah, I know,
before.
I know. No, I'm just explaining about the draft sheet. How I a late game really wouldn't matter because this is all stuff that you could
It
do.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you could do this right now if you wanted to. Just like find the sheet of players and
You just take all 43 players that were in
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you take all 43 players that were in this season's draft. You get the TPE and everything, you get the usernames and everything, you get the positions, whether or not they had to recreate and all that. And there you
Exactly.
go.
Yeah. And like the draft penalties because they're on the compendium, so you could figure that out or try.
Like it's really not that difficult.
No. The difficult part is finding tiebreakers
You just gotta
in
trust in your GM though.
yeah. The toughest part is finding out tiebreakers between teams for the draft order. Sometimes that can get gnarly. But other than that, it's not difficult, I would say. Yeah.
Weekly training. AC 323 is no 322. Claim 6, folks. Don't forget to claim your 6. Minors and majors.
Yes, that is important. Very, very important.
I don't know why he thinks that's a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Huh,
It's never a good thing to tamper.
what? No. I actually might make my next player tamperable, just cause why not? But we'll see.
I'm willing to do the same, because I know I'm already going to do a starter, and I know Van's choosing my name.
Oh, fun.
I mean, Brinkley Jr. is already having a significantly better career than his dad, so
Yeah.
didn't want to. Well, I just want to throw that out there. Then again, more career home runs and everything. Yeah.
Wow. Already, huh?
Oh, by a significant amount.
Ah, that's crazy.
I hate to say that, but still. Yeah, no, there's 11 there, and then 29 total. 1,350 TPE. Okay. We've almost maxed that out, so that's definitely a good thing. Maybe next season I'll actually be in the batting title race.
Hmm.
Well, more put together, to say the least. And no, I'm not posting any more draft media. That would make people unhappy.
Mm.
And no, people can play whenever they want, wherever they want. And I'm not saying if you want to win, you should go to a certain team. I would never.
Mm. Huh. Alright, knocking send for multi.
Yeah, you're not sensational. Good for you.
Mm.
Okay, updates up. All my point tasks are finished.
Nice.
I just want to be sure that it's ready.
Mm.
So wait, I'm not screwing up everything later. Speaking of screwing everything up, I better get back to that guy I was talking to. This guy I was scouting. Shit. Oops. Language. Sorry. There we go.
Mm.
Alright, time to report back to Rabid.
Mm. Ah. Do-do-do. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
Lumo for MVP.
Hmm?
I
I wish. No.
was saying Lumo for MVP.
I wish.
I'm not just throwing random stuff out there. I feel like that you'd make a good MVP because
No, thanks. Well,
I feel like MVP is such a weighted thing, though.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's so hard to get it, so I don't really worry about it. It's like, eh. I care a lot more about All Stars, Silver Sluggers, Folk Club, stuff like that.
My player, just in general, has done one good thing in the minor leagues, and that was it.
Mm.
He went ahead and yeah, I think he was a yeah. No, I don't think I did anything much in the minors for the Firehawks, anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Everybody
that
else was
one.
too good at the position.
Yeah, he had that one good season, which I still can't believe happened.
I can't either.
Mm.
A 3-war season in the minors for a player playing shortstop. But yeah, let me see here because it shows it right next to each other. Well, of course, Hummus is 6 wins away from 100.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I think he got another save, 2 saves today, so he's at 33 for his career. He needs 115 strikeouts for 2,000, though.
Hmm.
Let's see, where is Brinkley Sr. here? Yeah, no, I've blown him out of the water pretty much. In the same amount of seasons as well. 236 for him, 258 for me, 33 home runs for him, 49 RBIs for me, 137 RBIs for him, 234 for me.
Hmm.
Then again, he only played 3 seasons total, so there's that. I actually had a good season, considering how bad I was with walking the last couple years.
Hmm.
What was it? Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, don't worry, I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think mine lasts a bit longer than most people's. Sorry, it's just I don't know why. Just how it is. Actually, I think I technically can I do it? Oh, I think there's times where you can actually technically like cancel the upload, but obviously we're not doing that.
That reminds me, I might as well get my other audits started.
Hmm. Fun.
Well, I have to finish Detroit and I have to do DBS, so that's the way it is. And I've already done 5 other teams, so I'm gonna fire Dylan after this and make myself head auditor. Seems like it's gonna be that way the rest of the time I'm on freaking audit team. Okay. So salmon arms, well, 1, 2, and presumably 3. Because I don't want to use that word and get myself in trouble on stream.
Hmm.
Need to go through each one of these and look individually. And again, I trust Caravaggio. I trust every auditor except for one.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because the only time I ever question whether or not a GM is in need of an audit is if they're not using Updater.
Hmm. It's totally understandable.
Then again, I trust Unique to update people, so I think we're good.
Hmm.
Like, I always try and give my updaters the benefits of the doubt, because Leafer, I trust 100%. Yeah, I audited him back in June. I don't see anything wrong here. But there's certain players I really wish I didn't have to audit because they don't. It's not that they don't use the tool, it's just that they don't count.
Hmm.
Like, if something's there to help you for a reason, you have to use it. Okay. Looks good.
Nice.
Like, I've had to go through entire builds and had to just completely. Like, there's this one player, I won't say who it is, but I had to audit them 5, 6 times, and they're known as one of the worst players to audit.
Hmm.
Because they don't use the updater, and then we have to go through every single page, and their update page is like 15 pages long, so.
Oh, there we go. The upload is complete. So I will go ahead and doing the index thing. Once I can find it. How to upload? Well, yeah, how to upload? Why not? There we go. And then we're gonna finish the upload now. And then after this, I will look at various statistics that you're interested in. Actually, let me do that right now. Um, so you wanted to know the Pythagorean for the minors, Anik, right? So, oh, expanded standings. There you go.
I don't see anything insane here, really. Like +5, +4, -3,
Yeah.
-5.
Yeah,
Nobody really overperformed.
no one crazy.
I mean, no team finished over 500 with a negative run differential either, so.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's see. And I think Reggio wanted. And I think Reggio wanted to see her
She wanted
war.
to know her war. She's on
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Why is it not? Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Reggio, you had a 5.6 war. All right. I think that's it. I just probably just wait a while. So
A decent showing for a player who has come a long way.
yeah, good job. I'm gonna wait until it shows up on the screen and then we'll end it there. For some reason the screen always slows down relative to the voice, so we're doing it here. So
I updated my quality to source, so hopefully that helps.
mm.
Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. So I audited him. Yeah, this will be. I can't. I'll never be able to financially recover from this.
Mm.
Because there's no way I'm making this much money again and saving Dylan this much ever again. He's got to hire more auditors.
All right,
Like, it's a
so
ridiculous amount of work.